Okay, so I'm joined here by Kerry, who's the Vice President for Bowls Zimbabwe. A very good afternoon to you, Kerry. And what is the state of bowls in Zimbabwe?
Afternoon, Jason. We have got a little bit of a problem with bowls and trying to encourage new members and the younger generation of bowls into the whole fraternity of Zimbabwe. We have got 4 provinces at the moment that are reporting into the Bowl Zimbabwe franchise, of which we've got Manicaland, which have just come back into the fold. We've obviously got Mashonaland, Matabeleland, and then Midwest. But our biggest problem right now is to try and find the more players interested and the youth of today that would want to come and actually play bowls.
Okay, so are there any deliberate initiatives, drives that you are maybe putting in place that young people out there should know and should come and connect with the sport of bowls in Zimbabwe?
We are trying to identify a few clubs. This club in particular, which is Highlands Bowls Club, we are trying to use it as a development club. There's quite a number of home schools around this area, which we try and say to them, come and use bowls as a sport for your children within the home schools. So we are trying. It is a new thing. We are trying to get into the junior schools and the high schools. There's obviously the Premier League that's also just starting up now, where one of the rules was they needed an under 25 person in their team, but due to the numbers they have been unable to get every team with a youngster inside their team. So we hope to be able to get that together for next year. So we want to use this year for trying to develop and identify the areas of growth.
Okay. So in terms of your presence right around Zimbabwe, you say you've got some provinces that you have. So if any youngsters out of Harare, maybe in Bulawayo, might want to come and play bowls, connect with bowls, would you just off the top of your head be able to just point directions?
We have our president of Bowl Zimbabwe is actually in Bulawayo. There are a number of clubs out of Bulawayo. Hillside Bowling Club is one of the main clubs in Bulawayo. Our president bowls out of BAC. So there are some clubs in Bulawayo that people can go to. Obviously in Matari there's just one club. But they're on a membership drive in Matari because it's a province that's only just come back into playing in the last 2 years post-COVID, which we're very excited about. Midwest covers Chigutu, Kwekwe, Kodoma, Chinoi. That is quite a strong province for youth. They've got quite a good program where they are encouraging the younger players, certainly the younger players being under the age of 60. And so Midwest is very strong. And then here in Mashonaland, obviously I'm based here in Harare. Highlands is one of our clubs that we use. And there's obviously a number of, I think there's 4 in Harare. So anyone who's wanting to come down to this club. We actually have started a business league as well, just for a little bit of social for people who are interested in learning the game on a Thursday evening at 5:30 here at this club, where we just encourage people to come down, roll, try it out, and there are a few of us around that will coach and try and encourage. So yeah, we are trying to get bowls back.
I've been talking to Richie. He's been telling me that he began playing bowls in 1979 and he's played for Zimbabwe in 1985. He's been to 3 Commonwealth Games. So I wanted to find out that now what other competitive tournaments, engagements that bowls has apart from what you do right here in Zimbabwe, out there regionally or internationally?
Well, regionally we have the African States Tournament, which is currently, this year is going to be held in Botswana in September. Zimbabwe always field a team for the African States Tournament, so that's the regional competition. World Bowls is held every 2 or 4 years. Commonwealth Games, unfortunately Zimbabwe is not part of the Commonwealth, but there are Commonwealth Bowls is played there. So World Bowls is our main stage out there. World Singles, if you win at Nationals here, we send our singles player across to the World Singles. And then, like I say, regionally there's the AST. And then we also get invited to a quadrangular down in George towards the end of the year. And we field a full team to participate in that. And that tournament we use as development.
Now, the sports in Zimbabwe, they've always had a challenge with getting ladies to come on board. Like many of the sports that we cover. For instance, rugby, it really struggles as well to have women come on board. The same happens to bodybuilding and many other sports. But what is it like in bowls?
In bowls, yes, we do look for women all the time. I think most sports have the problem of trying to find ladies. But the thing with bowls in particular is that it's not about strength. It's about compatibility, and anybody can play this game. We as the ladies actually like to play against the men because we believe we're more tactical. They think they've got the strength of the game. So it's a fair game when we play against the men. And that's the thing about bowls, is it's not about masculinity. It's about a game for everybody, big, small, moms, dads, children. So it is a game that we encourage across the board for anybody, and who wants to give it a try. It's available for everybody.
That leads me to say thank you so much, Kerry, who's the Vice President of Bowls Zimbabwe. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.